Hi, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Wonder Snatch. It's Easter Sunday, so I'm doing an Easter bunny look and I'm going to talk about the All-Stars 7 cast, the all-winners cast. Very exciting because a lot of my favorite queens are on this cast. Alright, so if that's something you want to see, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to my channel and ring that bell for post notifications, alright? Okay, All-Star 7 and an Easter bunny coming right up. Alright, okay, skin all prepped. I'm gonna prime my skin now and go right into this. I'm gonna be a pink Easter bunny today. A lot of pink looks coming up because Pink Dot is back. Oh yeah, by the way, Pink Dot is Singapore's version of Pride. We're kind of a parade because we are still illegal in Singapore, so we're only allowed to congregate and to protest in this place called Hong Lim Park in the middle of town. So it's going to be a park setting and it's going to be held on June 18th and 19th. And I guess I'm going to be in drag for both days. It's going to sound like a very exciting event, okay, because everyone's out. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of restrictions on number of people. So we probably can't get as many people as there before. I think there was a record of like 60,000 or something at one point, okay, where you have this big mass of people lighting up pink lights to make this big pink dot in Singapore as a protest for Section 377A, which criminalizes sex between gay men in Singapore. So that's some politics off the way, and let's talk about All Stars. So we're a drag race. I really try to do drag race content here, but there's so many other people doing it much better than me, and I only do it when I'm really excited about it. Okay, I think after a while, as I get through the seasons and I start talking more and more about drag race, I get a bit bored. Especially when, especially in season 14, no one's going home. There didn't seem to be any stakes from week to week, okay, and the looks, were kind of okay. I'm watching Drag Race España though, and hey, Drag Race España season 2 is gearing up to be a really, really good season. It got me a while to get into it because I did not like Samantha Valentine. Okay, she was the first one in, and she was so busted and so loud and crass, and not really my type of drag that I want to see on TV. Okay, maybe great in the club or maybe great at the party, but on TV, compared to everyone else who was really trying, I think she really put me off the first couple of episodes, but I'm really into it now. After the talent show, I'm really, really into it, and I think that the queens are super talented, and some of them are really cute too. I think Drag Settlers is so cute. Drag Settlers is probably going to win. I think his looks and performance are really good. Okay, but enough about all that. Let's get this shirt off, and I'm going to start pinkifying myself. Okay, for this pink look, I'm going to start with a white base. Okay, and let's get into All-Star 7. Okay, so they were talking about this all-winners season for a very long time, and I think, yeah, they finally did it. And the rumors were, I think there were supposed to be a lot more than these 8 queens that we see here. I'm just wondering whether they're going to add a couple more queens later, but we'll talk about that. It's no secret that my favorite queen of all time is Jinkx Monsoon. Jinkx Monsoon is doing everything that I want to do in, Jinkx Monsoon and Trixie Mattel. Jinkx Monsoon is doing everything that I really want to do in drag, okay? Musical theatre, cabaret kind of stuff. Okay, and she is obviously my pick to win. I think Jinkx Monsoon, when she won season 5, she was really what inspired me to even think about doing drag. Her aesthetic at the time, although was not fully realized, kind of like what I like, all the vintagey kind of housewife kind of looks. And she also had this very campy, old school sensibility rooted in musical theatre and cabaret, okay? And I've seen her perform a couple of times in the Laurie Beachman in America. I think I took a picture with her once. If I can find it, I'll pop it up here. The kind of shows that she does are the kinds that I really like to do. And I'll be actually doing a couple of these in the second half of this year, so stay tuned if you're in Singapore. I'll be probably sending the links up for tickets somewhere in the description or on my Instagram and anything, so stay tuned. A couple of musical theatre drag cabarets coming up. I'm gonna go in with my Maroon Pink to go around the sides. Let's get this hair out of the way. I hate painting myself all pink, especially by myself. It's really hard to wash off. But here goes nothing. Let's bite the bullet. Let's blend it into white. So Jinkx Monsoon, she had a couple of really successful Christmas specials with Ben de la Creme, okay, and she's been performing all around the world with her performing partner Major Scales. She has been a voice on Steven Universe, okay, a very, very LGBT-friendly kids cartoon. And right now she's actually hosting this podcast that I'm obsessed with, I'm 40% Podcast, where she recaps all the past episodes of Futurama. And Futurama is something that I was super obsessed with when I was in school, okay? And I've never rewatched it since then. And this is a great chance for me to rewatch Futurama along with Jinkx Monsoon and her son, Nick Sahoya. And they're really funny, and they bring on all sorts of drag queens to watch Futurama, which I think is an amazing show. Okay, so that's the blend. Okay, there's some parts that you want to keep very white when you do bunny looks. That's here, and later on here as well. Okay, but we can always go in with liners for that. Okay, I think I'm going to set that quickly before it all falls apart. Okay, and Jinkx Monsoon, when she comes in, she's wearing this big boudoir flowy robe, very, very Wonder Snatch. And her entrance line is of course iconic. She just goes line as if she was like drunk and completely out of it. Yeah, and she looks great. Okay, she's got this her classic orange hair, and yeah, she looks like she's gonna have a lot of fun with this cast. Okay, I'm just gonna powder this really quickly and brush it off, and I'll be right back. I don't need you to see me powder. Okay, so all powdered, and now I'm gonna go in with my Arthrine blush. Okay, I'm gonna use these really peachy pinks for eyeshadow and everything. Okay, yeah, and Jinkx Monsoon, before we move on to the others, Jinkx Monsoon's promo look, very, very classic. This boat neck gown with a nice long dress and this wig chapel wig. Okay, she looks fabulous. I really can't wait to see what she does, and maybe what she does for Snatch Game this time. I think Ben de la Creme has amazing Snatch Game skills, and I think if Jinkx Monsoon has been holding back these last few years, she's really going to give us a great show. Okay, and she's my pick to win, obviously. Okay, so let's talk about the rest of the queens in the order I think they're going to go home, all right? Okay, first out, although I really love her also, I think she's probably going to be first. It's probably going to be Evie Oddly. Okay, Evie Oddly, winner of season 11, is probably the one of the least wins going into this. Okay, I think she only won, one challenge by herself in season 11. Okay, so I'm using my packing method. I'm going to do a huge, massive halo eye. Okay, and using blush for eyeshadow, it blends and builds very, very nicely. Okay, bring this down into the nose. Okay, she hasn't been doing very much after she won. I think she's been busy with the Vegas show. She was part of the cast for the Vegas reality show that they did. Okay, and they showed her, struggling with her Ehlers-Dan loss and everything. I'm really happy to see her again, and I'm sure she'll bring some sort of wackadoodle energy to this. Oh yeah, and she was probably also busy getting her drag sister or daughter, Willow Pill, ready for season 14. And her entrance look here, she's wearing this purple and yellow trench coat with a very tapered hair. Not a big fan of this look. Okay, it looks really quite messy and not something that I think is on par with the rest of the girls. Okay, I'm leaving a halo in the middle. And yeah, might as well wing out. And her promo look, she's wearing this crystallized oversized sweater, a lot like what Willow Pill was wearing in the promo look. Okay, the long sleeve sweater. I think the House of Odd. This is one of their signature looks, and I think it looks really good on her. Okay, and then she also has these crystal goggles on the head too. Yeah, so unfortunately, I do think she's probably going to be first out. If they do a voting out thing, I don't know whether for the winners they're going to have a different rules for eliminating each other. We don't know yet. That's going to be quite exciting. Okay, so if there's going to be a first out, I'm sorry, Evie, I think it might be you. Okay, and although I said Evie was going to be the first out because she had the least wins, I don't think wins matter here, because I think the next out is going to be Trinity. Okay, Trinity is coming in with probably the most wins. Okay, but something about her I never really connected with. She recently has come out as trans non-binary, and Nina Benina Brown has actually did say that was a bit of a suspicious timing coming out just before this, because I think recently there's been quite a lot of good reactions and support for trans girls, whereas Jinkx Monsoon has identified as trans-binary for a very, very long time. Okay, I think she came out about 2 years ago. She announced that 2 years ago. Oh yeah, and Jinkx Monsoon has recently also been talking a lot about her hair transplant, which was something that I actually tried to email her once. I wanted to interview her on this channel and talk about hair transplants because it's my huge interest in hair, but didn't get a reply. Didn't expect to. Yeah, so I think Trinity's probably going to be next out. She also hasn't done much since she had that co-win with Monet Exchange in Elsa season 4. Okay, and I think both her and Monet do have a little bit of a thing to prove, to try to, get a win for themselves. She did have a podcast for a while called Work, which didn't really go anywhere. Okay, I listened to it, and she was all right in it, but I don't think her heart was in it. Yeah. I'm going to blend this out with this pink from the BH Cosmetics to buff out all this edge. Quite blown out, I guess. Her entrance look is a bit of a mosh. From up here, I really like it. Okay, this hair is very Wonder Snatch. Okay, but unfortunately, the rest of it looks really, really poorly thrown together. Okay, she's got this nice structured, very tchotchke-esque Dita Von Teese hair, and a really nice plunging neckline and this neon straps inside. But it's really, really sad looking feathered dress, which I think could have been bigger. So yeah, I thought this was an okay look, but her promo look, she looks absolutely gorgeous. Okay, she has this dripping in crystals look. Okay, and these two crystal side pieces on the temples and very structured blonde hair. Beautiful. Okay, she looks stunning in here. Okay, I think this promo theme is, and I think all these girls are absolutely beautiful. Okay, but I think she's gonna be second out. Now I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade to give myself some dimension. Okay, I'm using this Dog Rose color from the Arthurine. Okay, and I'm going to start using that for my contour as well. Pop on my little red bunny nose too. Still using this Agarita. Contour goes on just like that. Use blush. Everything goes on very well. Okay, yeah, so after Trinity, I think next up is probably going to be Jada. Jada probably has the most to gain being on this season because when she won season 12, it was a pandemic and she couldn't really perform. Okay, she has done quite a lot of divorce events, the drag and drive, all that. And also she's walked in a Fenty show. But other than that, she hasn't done very much. And unfortunately, I think with the new contracts these girls have with World of Wonder, they don't actually get to do very much after all. So I think the best gig that they do have is coming back for All Stars, which is a pity. They can't go out and do their own thing, not like the old season girls who have gone back. But people like Jinkx and Raja. I mean, Raja has always been doing stuff with World of Wonder, but Jinkx, now that she has been away for a while, she's got herself back into this fold. I hope she got a good contract for herself and not something that's going to let World of Wonder, exploit her. But anyway, Jada, yeah, she has the most to give, but I think she's probably, I hate to say it, one of the more boring winners, okay? Her season had so many interesting queens, okay, from Gigi Good and Crystal Method and Rock'em Sakura and Widow Von Du. I struggled to see how Jada stood out amongst all these queens, okay? She's definitely an amazing, amazing queen. Really polished and top-notch about everything, but I think all the other queens are a lot more unique, okay? Particularly Crystal Method, who, till this day, people are still talking about because of diabetes. And Gigi Good, of course, has this connection with Simone where she did all her hair. But Jada kind of faded into obscurity, so I don't think she has that much to show for it. She's probably going to fade when put next to a lot of these other very unique queens. Okay, her entrance look is beautiful. Okay, it's this studded red leather thing with very nice red hair. Her promo look is quite nice. So it's this crystal bodysuit with this panniers and very, very nice swirly crystallized hair by this wig stylist called OMG Wigs, which I just discovered. Okay, I think this OMG Wigs also did Raja's hair. And cross it, I love this look. Okay, she looks so pretty here. And now going in with the darker shade Dog Rose just to deepen up the pockets. And the pocket is right below my cheekbone here. This gives my illusion of a little bit more right in there. Okay, yeah, so I think Jada's probably going to be third out. Fourth out, going halfway, I think it's going to be Raja. Okay, Raja was also my favorite queen when I watched season 3. Okay, she was the one that revolutionized the whole fashion on the runway thing, really made drag queens into supermodels, and really creative on the runway. She has been World of Wonder's pocket because of Tout de Boot. Okay, she's been doing the Tout de Boots for all the seasons, and she actually has a podcast right now with the Mom Network with Delta Work called Very That, where they talk about, the old days of drag, reminisce about the old times in LA and how people and how drag queens used to, struggle in the 80s and 90s. So very nice perspectives, and I really like that podcast. Now going into some blia. A lot of the looks that I see online for rabbit looks when I was researching for this look had white lashes and white eyes. I don't think I can pull that off. Every time I do that, I always look sickly and my eyes look so small. And I think I'm definitely one of those queens that really need black around the eyes, lots of black. Raja has been performing around the place. She's released some music. She's also done some music videos and stuff like that. I think she's going to go halfway, but she's going to really bring the looks, okay? Her updated looks. Hopefully this will stand up to the boot because she's going to be tooted and booted this time. Okay, her entrance look is a bit like an updated, Illuminati eye look that she did when she first came in with the eye, but everything else here looks a little bit messy. I guess she's going for, I don't know, some sort of Van Herpen look. I don't know. Her promo look is a little bit granny couture. This really baggy kind of an outer coat. Very loose, kind of dripping crystals inside. Her hair is gorgeous though. This is the OMG wigs I was talking about. Very nice Raja look, but unfortunately I don't think stacks up to some of the more fabulous looks, which I'll talk about later on. Let me just go back in and blend that black out. Bunny rabbit coming up. Alright, I'm just going to paint myself pink here really quickly and I'll be right back. Alright, painted myself pink. Got this little tuft of white here for the bunny fur. Okay, and just gonna deepen up some of these boobage. Next out, I think it's gonna be Monet Exchange. Okay, Monet Exchange, as I said, with Trini and Tuck, since they co-won, they won that season, All Stars 4 together, they probably have something to prove. Monet Exchange has been really busy. I think she was hosting this exchange rate on YouTube for a while, okay, but the pandemic shut that down, and now she's hosting a podcast with Bob the Drag Queen called Sibling Rivalry. It's quite a good podcast. I mean, it's hits and misses. I mean, they end up a lot of the time arguing with each other, and that gets quite cringy sometimes, and I have to skip over quite a lot, especially sometimes Monet can't admit she's wrong when she is wrong, okay, and she will spew quite a lot of nonsense, which I'm not a big fan of. She also hosts another podcast with Lady Bunny called Ebony and Irony, and I think that is actually a pretty good podcast. I really like listening to what Lady Bunny has to say about politics. Monet has some interesting things to say there sometimes. Okay, boobs. It's called Boobs Ed. Let's finish off the face. I think I'm going to go for quite a diffuse kind of lip on the top, lighter lip on the bottom. Oh, and also Monet Exchange and Bob, apparently they're coming out with a makeup company as well called Bomo Beauty. I think they've been testing it for years. I hope to see it soon. I think that sounds quite exciting. Yeah, she's done songs, she's done tours, she's appeared in Death Drop in London, okay? Intensify this nose contour a little bit. Lips. I'm going to go in with the red from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and that's going to pack on the top lip as a red and blend it out a lot. We're very diffuse. Blend it out. It's a very diffuse upper lip. And going with the black right in the middle. And the bottom lip, much smaller. There's a red on the inside there. And so Monet, her entrance look is this kind of it's almost like an updated kind of a gingham kind of look that she did before. Not the best, a little bit, looks a bit cheap, okay? Some frills on the wrists and everything. But her promo look is great, okay? This hip-hop bomber jacket, all encrusted with this Edward Scissorhands hair. Edward Scissorhands is, I think his wigs are quite iconic nowadays. You can see immediately when you see an Edward Scissorhands wig, okay? He does wigs for a lot of the black girls, okay? And it's very nice, this almost like a Lovecraft County, that kind of a scary kind of a black hairdo, which is beautiful here. Okay, I think she looks really nice here too. Her makeup is always very nice, very soft. Okay, I think she can actually afford to go a bit out of the box with her makeup. I think the best makeup I've ever seen her do was her Holy Runway, where she had this really almost like what I'm doing now, this red kind of look for her Holy Runway. But other than that, she's always looked very pretty. She's been hosting the pit stop for season 14. This season, and I think she's been doing quite a good job. Okay, so look, I'm almost done. Now I'm just going to go into the whites. Okay, I'm going to give myself these bunny brows, and that makes me look very evil. And here, okay, yeah. So I think Monet is probably going to be nix out. And so that means my top 3 is going to be Jinkx Monsoon, Shea Coulee, and the Vivienne. I think top 2 is probably going to be Shea Coulee and Jinkx Monsoon, okay? Shea Coulee is obviously a force to be reckoned with. She is so unique and so beautiful. She just won All-Stars 5. Her looks are always amazing. Her makeup's immaculate. She's been selling soap or something and some alcoholic drink, but other than that, not very much, okay? Mainly because of the pandemic. So I think she's probably going to be top 2. But I think the one that I'm really the most excited to see is the Vivienne. Okay, the Vivienne, who won Drag Race UK Season 1, is like this British queen but with American sensibility and an American level of polish. Okay, her makeup is stunning. She's got a makeup palette be perfect, which I actually like very much. And she's also been hosting we like to watch the Netflix version of what Trixie and Katya are doing in America. She's really stunning, okay, and I think she's going to do very well. Okay, she comes in with this horn wig. So remember my horn wig? She has a bit of a smaller one, very nice, and this pantsuit. Okay, and her promo look, she looks stunning also. It's a nice simple gown, but this big ketamine foam wig, completely encrusted in jewels. She looks stunning here. Okay, so top 2. Shea Coulee is, as I said, a force to be reckoned with. She comes in with this orange look, wet hair, a bit flat, could have been bigger, but she looks like a pop star here. Okay, but her promo look, I think, is the best. It's done by Joshua Aponte, and it's supposed to be reminiscent of a Mugler Spring/Summer 1998 look, with all these spikes of crystals coming out. Oh, it's so nice. I want something just like that. All right, so yeah, I think she's going to be top 2, along with Jinkx Monsoon. Yeah, so those are the queens, and yeah, very excited for this season. Am I going to review it? Probably not. Okay, I'll probably talk about it here and there, but you know, I just love talking about Jinkx Monsoon. I really can't wait to see her win. I hope she wins. Okay, now I'm gonna go in with whiskers. Going in my Suva Beauty. Okay, and so those are the queens, and this time apparently there's a $200,000 grand prize, okay? And you know, for season 14, they did bump up the prize money to $150,000 for the winner and $50,000 for the runner-up. So I don't see what's stopping them from giving the winner $1 million, because, you know, apparently each episode of Drag Race makes World of Wonder $4 million, okay? So they can quite easily give them the money, but I'm pretty sure a lot of this money is being sucked up to, you know, higher up somewhere. Can't open. I'm quite interested to know of the queens that didn't come, okay, whether they said no or whether they wanted to keep it a small season because all these queens really needed the spotlight. Okay, I would really have liked to see Bob or Aquaria here, okay. They're queens that they probably will never ask back, okay, people like Tyra or James from season 2 and Sharon Needles, who's been in quite a lot of controversy. Stuck. Okay, finally managed to open up this Suva Beauty. I think it got glued down the last time I didn't close it properly or something. Okay, so now I'm just painting in my brows/whiskers. People like Tara/James, Sharon Needles will probably never be asked back, and even Alaska, who has associated himself with Willem now, might not be asked back anymore. But I don't know. Raja is here, and she and Raja is hosting a podcast under their network. So yeah, Alaska is someone I really wouldn't mind seeing again. Okay, they should have asked, I think, a lot of the other international queens. Okay, so people like Priyanka, Envy Peru, Ketamine should all be asked, I think. Or even, and Carmen Farala probably won't be asked because she can't speak English and she's not ready to learn. And also the girls from Drag Race Thailand as well. Anjali Anang, I think, speaks quite good English, but you know, I think, not sure whether they even reached out to them, but maybe hopefully they do a season 2 of this. But you know, as I said, the main thing about this kind of all-winner season is that the stakes aren't really high. I think they really have to design the challenges that there are going to be some stakes, okay? Because they've already won. And what more can you give them besides $200,000? Either give them $1 million, or maybe RuPaul joins them in with the challenges and to see who's going to take over hosting Drag Race when RuPaul's gone. But although I think I know the runways are going to be absolutely stunning, okay? Whiskers. But I think the more exciting thing that I'm looking forward to is not the all-winner season, but the early out season, which apparently is in the works. Okay, people like James Mansfield, Kimora Black, Rock'em Sakura, even maybe June Jambalaya. I really hope they do. early out season soon. I think that's going to be a lot more exciting. Okay. I think I am almost done. I'm just going to probably add a few more details here and there. Drawing on some more fur here. And throw on a wig and some lashes, and I'll be right back with the wrap. See ya. Alright, I'm back. I actually made this headpiece, but I can't get it to stay on my head. Okay, and you can't see it anyway, so. Alright, I'm back, and this is the finished look. Pink bunny for Easter, talking about All-Star 7. Who's your favorite to win? I really think that Jinkx Monsoon is a shoe-in to win. I really hope she doesn't go home first. I have a feeling that she might, she being my favorite and all. Okay, and of course stay tuned for all the shows that I have planned for the second half of this year. I'll keep you updated and of course vlog. And guess what? I'm on vacation and I'm off to Paris, okay? And let's see if I do some drag in Paris, alright? Stay tuned, subscribe to my channel, and catch up on some vlogs. Bye! Bunny. Don't be the bunny. This is gonna stain my skin for weeks. Alright, check out my other videos. I did one recently on alopecia areata, and of course, don't forget my diabetes look, okay? All those weeks ago. Hope and diabetes for the win, or Willow Pill. I don't know. It's gonna win? I don't know. Bye! I actually made this Easter headpiece, but I think I added too much stuff to it and it will not stay on my head. I know you can't see it here, so go over to TikTok if you want to see the whole look. Alright? Bye!